And we're on. What's up, you Relentless Warriors? And welcome back to Relentless Vid 365 Q&A post-workout of this superhero strength beatdown to finish up the week, to finish up the month. So I do want to talk about what to expect for next month on this platform. Some changes going to be happening for the good, some additions for the good. Some of them will be as soon as Monday, and that'll be exciting. But yeah, 1 month, and it's been a blast. Thanks, guys, for your support. Thanks for joining in. If you comments and questions, things like that, always open. Doesn't mean we're going to be able to do it, but we'll do the best we can to accommodate as much as we can to make this platform better and better every month. That's the idea. But we continue to grow, and I'll talk about that later. But we're going to basically, if whatever questions you have regarding today's workout, that's still in the open. And this past week, whatever questions you have regarding that, and of course, always nutrition. So I want to keep that open on the floor, but there are more things I want to talk about today for next week. But
so what's next week?
Okay, we'll get into next week, and then we'll open up the floor to you guys, and then I'll talk about what to expect on the platform. So as far as next week, something that I have not done is singular muscle separation. So we are actually just doing a chest workout on Monday. On Tuesday, we are separating that with triceps, if I'm looking at the schedule correctly. But the idea is it's going to be separating, and this isn't going to be the actual order, but we'll just say chest one day, tris the next day, legs, and then back, and then buys, and then shoulders.
How long are these workouts?
They're long.
I can imagine doing my tricep for 45 minutes. Oh my God.
So it's going to be all week. It's going to be my count, my reps, no tempo training until Saturday. Saturday we're going to be doing all around body weight HIIT stuff.
I think I'm going to be on vacation next week. I'll see you next
No, you're not. You're going to be here and you're going to dress up like Velocity.
We're on the same vacation. Yeah, she didn't tell you when
Oh,
next week.
how convenient. No, they have to be here.
I'll be here next week.
Yeah, of course you will.
No,
So
that's singular separation, though.
that's what to expect for next week. I have not done that on video, and it's been long overdue anyway of doing it just in general. But I do think it's important. I think it's nice because it helps you focus on not just the reps, on not just the form, but it's good strength training. And if you're struggling at a certain body part, this gives that entire body part the attention for the day. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Jake, would you recommend moderate to heavy or moderate to light weights on that?
That's a good question. So in this case, we are basically switching that up. You'll start with moderate, but you want to work your way up to heavier weight. We're going to be doing reps of probably, and this is just this doesn't encompass everything, but this is kind of the gist of it. It would be 15, 12, 10, 8, 6. Something like that. I probably won't go to 6. I'll probably do like a 15, 15, 12, 10, 8, something like that. But you'd be surprised based on how my reps are, and if you stay with my tempo, you'll feel it. That's a good question, though. Yeah.
Okay, Kate and Marta had a kind of a statement, but they wanted to kind of make sure it was okay to do modification on the battleship.
Mm-hmm.
Kate did more of a V setup.
Yeah.
And Marta did more of a bicycle.
Yeah, that's fine. The bent knees are absolutely okay. I know that keeping your legs straight out it's tremendous core strength, but it's also a lot on your hip flexors. So if you're feeling too much on your hip flexors, I didn't say that today because I'm still in pain from Paprika's workout yesterday. But normally I would say adjust if you want to bend your knees. I would be on my A game. But yeah, that's a good move on your part, and that's actually perfectly acceptable. If somebody doesn't know what is being discussed here and you want me to do a modifier, I'd be happy to show you. Just let me know. But good job on adjusting with that.
You want to check your volume on that mic? They can hear me really good, but Holly's having a little trouble hearing you guys.
Up a little bit. Let me know if that's over.
Better.
Is that better? Okay. It was on. It was just on a different tempo. Is that better? Check 1, 2. All right. Okay. Any other comments or questions before I get into next week in the platform?
Not yet. So why don't you go ahead and...
All right. Fantastic. So if you haven't noticed or if you've been keeping track of what's going on on the YouTube channel, some things have been sort of trickling out of the YouTube channel for a couple of reasons. One of which, I felt like very good workouts have been getting buried on YouTube. Some of that is YouTube's fault, just based on their algorithm. I guess you can't blame YouTube, but some of that is just, I feel like it's gotten buried with so many other workouts. So I pulled them. One of those series were the 10-minute beginner series. I know some people were using those, but I have to base it on the bigger number standpoint, and I felt like it was something that was overlooked on a platform that should have been giving it a lot of traffic. So they're off of YouTube, but they will be back on. I've had numerous questions about the 10-minute workouts. I guess I didn't realize how many people were doing. What YouTube doesn't do is they don't count repeat views. So I don't know if somebody's doing it 9 or 10 times in a row, it only counts it as one view. And so I know people were using that as a platform, but understand this, even though it's going on the website, it's still going to be a work in progress of building to another level. That's the reason why I'm putting them on that platform. There is a space for beginner stuff. There is a space for muscle correction and coming off of an injury. That's what I'd recommend these 10-minute workouts for. People who want to get into a routine but just don't know where to start. 10 minutes is not going to blast you so much where you can't move the next day, but it gets you in a rhythm. If you're coming off of an injury, I recommend this series as well. It's going to be 16 straight days of trying to just get into that rhythm, challenge your muscles, and see where you can recover with that injury. But then it gets you ramped up for actual workouts on the platform. So that's going to be the first thing to expect, are those 16-minute, 10-minute, or 16 different videos of 10-minute beginner workouts. Try to say that a lot.
That was a tongue twister.
Yeah, right? I did a great job, I would say so myself. But you get the idea. So those will be on the platform as of Monday. I am currently also, just so you're not blindsided by this, a lot of the program stuff that is on the platform is turning into specific for the platform, meaning you will not find these videos on YouTube. Some of them you still might, but eventually it's all going to be on the platform. We're using our platform as the way of doing that. Now, we will be, eventually it's not right there, but I will be putting links to these videos. They're currently just embedded, but I understand that people will need the links to transfer that over to their television and things like that. If you want to download them, I understand that. So we will be giving access to that as well. So a lot of the cool luxuries that go along with it will still be there. Also, last thing, and it's not going to be finished on Monday, but it's a work in progress because this is going to be a constant building process because we do so much content on this platform. We're going to start breaking things up. So HIIT training, upper body workouts, lower body workouts, core workouts. You'll easily be able to navigate like, hey, I want to just do a strength training workout, say total body. POW will have a section for total body. We'll have a section for upper body, lower body, HIIT training, kickboxing. You name it, if we had it on YouTube, we're going to have it even better because it'll hopefully be easier to find on our platform. And I'm hoping to get that done by the end of this next month coming through, hopefully even earlier than that. We'll have some of them will be released hopefully the next week. We'll see how that goes.
Will you still have the week listed and organized, like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah, we're still going to keep those videos up there. They may change as far as organization, right? For the short term, I felt like that was the best way for people to find them. Mm-hmm. But I think everyone's getting accustomed to like, okay, Monday through Saturday is going to be there. I might have a special tab for here's the month of March, here's the month of April, here's the month of May. It'll probably be a search engine on the bottom of the page. And once that happens, I'll explain to you guys.
But the current week will still be the way it is.
The current week is not going to change. I feel like going on there, if I was a rookie, how easy could I find the workouts? Yeah. And there's a tab, and then it shows the entire week.
I like that.
I feel like it's pretty easy for that. And then you literally have to look for the programs, but I think once you find the programs, they're easy to navigate as well.
Cool.
Sorry. I said a lot, so if it would ever added up on the questions, so go ahead and ask, Rich.
Kate has a question. She was thinking about doing the Elite series. She's wondering if that is too much with lives.
It really depends. If you're doing every live workout, I wouldn't recommend it because the Elite series does double sessions. sometimes, and I know they're 20-minute videos, but you're literally, in many cases, you're getting a second live workout. Now, I will say, though, to kind of crutch off of that, I'm working on another Elite series where it's taking what Rich has edited and putting those into double sessions in many cases. So it's actually harder than the Elite series now. I would just be careful with it because, I do think it's overkill. Make sure you're giving yourself rest time in between.
Especially with your knee.
Yeah, and I obviously to work around your knee, so just be careful of that. Do it cautiously.
Yeah, I would add that I did the Elite program, remember?
By itself.
By itself.
Yeah.
I was off 2 to 3 videos a day.
Yeah.
It did take me to a new level.
Yeah.
I had that. I really had a great experience. It's tough as heck.
Yeah.
But it was 4 weeks, right?
It's a 4-week program, and most of it is tempo HIIT. There's not a lot of strength. I know you like strength training. It will take you to another level as far as like weight loss and muscle tone and muscle gain in that aspect, your muscle to weight ratio. But just keep in mind, it is on a different level. I would personally recommend doing it by itself, but.
Yeah, I mean, you can still join the live on chat and do the Elite. I mean, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Again, it propelled me to a new stage in my fitness.
Correct, yeah. And that's another one I'm working on. Like I said, those programs will exclusively be on this platform. You can still find those videos. They are hard to find since we have like 600 different workout videos on YouTube.
Oh my God.
But we took them off a program, so I feel like, again, a lot of those videos were overlooked or buried. And I feel like it's better for a platform of you guys who you can have easy access. You're looking for these workouts, and it's more fair that people like you have access to them. Plus, it makes it easier for you to be able to download it and stream the way you are. Kind of the technology we're able to use. YouTube doesn't offer that stuff. They do, but it's clunky,
Is the Elite program only available on the platform?
Yeah, currently the program itself, it used to be free. I got a few people who were a little bit bummed that I pulled it, but we gave that for free for almost a year, I think. And so it's like not that you didn't have access to it.
Right.
We tried to pay our rent free last month, and they didn't take the free.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the reality.
He's right. I mean, that's.
Okay, so we do have some more questions. Anna's wondering, and I think
Anna or Anna?
Anna. Pronunciation brought to you by Jesse. Was wondering why the professor isn't joining us for the Spartan, but I think you're out of town, are you not?
Yeah, I will be gone to
China
for the summer, actually. So
We tried, yeah.
I was supposed to go with her, but I decided to stay and run the race.
Thank you, Rich. Yeah, for holding yeah. I've been, obviously you guys know I was traveling for almost a month, and now I'm back, but I'll be gone again for the summer.
That's performance issues.
I just bought a new one of these. We'll have to. It's just a tightening up issue.
Way got it.
Broke something else. It's funny because I had a weird dream last night based on our Q&A yesterday, and it was about me saying I was going to punch you in the face if you were beating me in a fight. Yeah, and the Me Too.
That's fair. That's
Well, yeah, your response was epic, but then, like, in my dream, the Me Too movement was, like, over here during the workout video and just, like, crucifying me over it.
You said you wanted to punch her?
Yes.
Yeah,
What did you say back?
she's like, Psh,
That's fair.
that's fair. Because you know how she is. Obviously, I'm not going to punch her in the face. One, because I would be worried she would probably win the fight. And two, I would have a bunch of women beat me up anyway.
Way would be
She's got too many fans. But it was interesting because, like, they were all out here, and of all people, it was that Robbins guy.
Robbins. Oh, Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
The motivational speaker guy.
Yeah. He recently got in trouble for that. But because he's a tool bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe I'm being coined with this idiot. So, like, if you guys, I don't know why, but I dreamt about it. So, understand that was a joke. No one said anything, but in the dream, I was being like, I was being murdered for it.
It's okay. You can let
It's
go.
random.
You can psychoanalyze you now.
I didn't feel guilty. I thought that was funny. Your reaction was typical for you.
I know.
Like, I could see Paprika wanting to fight me.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see that, Rich?
Bailey.
Yeah, pretty much. She's tough. All the girls that come in here are tough. She's another one. You don't let her fool you. Don't let this whole.
I
It's
know.
competitive.
Oh my goodness.
It's the eye of the tiger. I mean,
Right?
Chinese girl thing going on. So not true.
Yeah, her kicks start to come into play, and I see some like angst behind the kicks, and
You should see her in boxing.
I'm glad she's on our
Been a
side.
while of it.
So if those of you in the Me Too movement, it was totally a joke, but they infiltrated my dreams. I don't know why I shared that, but it was funny. I woke up, the studio was a little different, like our windows didn't have the blue tint, and they were completely open, like we were exposed, and Me Too was banging on the windows while I was trying to do a workout, and
Mitra was?
Me too.
the Me Too movement. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, glad-
It's delayed, and I'm reading. I'm trying to.
do we? Yeah. Give me.
Kind of suggested that we keep the beginner free as a good promotion to expand our email list, but we've been doing that for years, Marta. This is a business, and we very reasonable $10 a month for someone to invest in themselves to get in shape. If they can't do that, they probably aren't going to do the free anyways. So that's our stand on it. But if that's where we're going to go with our business. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other better way to say that. I mean, it has been free, and it was free for quite some time. I did receive an email. Someone kind of exposed themselves. They said they signed up back in October of 2017, and they just tried to click on week 1, day 1, and they couldn't get access. It's like, well, you've had 7-8 months to do the program. Sorry, you had your chance.
And
So.
$10 is so reasonable.
Yeah.
I have a graduate student of mine who just signed up for it. Like.
Yeah. Oh, she did. Yeah, I
graduate-
saw that.
She's a graduate student. She doesn't have any money, but she can find
And
$10.
I truly find if you're not willing to make any kind of commitment to yourself, and that usually is a monetary commitment to either a gym or a workout program,
Yeah.
you're not really interested in changing who you are or your body or your fitness level.
Yeah.
We put a lot of thought into how much we would charge. And you know what? $10 a month is 3 coffees a month that you sacrifice.
Yeah,
So
these are
whatever
month.
your condition is, you can afford that, and you're surely worth $10 a month to get in better shape.
I agree.
And so I understand people want things for free. I'm a little harsher on this than Jake is usually. I'm like, we are not a public service.
Yeah, your business.
This is a business. Jake worked his whole life to train and become a trainer, and he deserves to be paid like everyone else does for their job.
Yeah.
So
Which is my spokesman.
that's the end on
It's
that, because we
true.
will not be offering anything free. We will be doing bonus stuff for our members for sure,
Yeah.
and showing appreciation that way. But the free is over.
Yeah, he actually has a point. I mean, that was a platform that lasted for 3.5 years. The YouTube channel is basically the pipeline that basically shows the free kind of leading into the website, but that's the reason why we started that. If the building wanted to give us free rent, maybe we would have a different discussion here, but life kind of works, so we have to manage things that go along here. And if we gave too many things away for free, we'd be in trouble. Kid you not.
If
So.
you compare this to any physical gym membership, you're getting
Oh my
everything and so much more for
Yeah.
so much less.
That's right.
Some of us combine, we have gym
A gym
membership
membership
in
too, but-
addition to this.
But you wouldn't need a
Right.
gym membership. I mean, you really can do
And
this all in.
especially for people who travel for work, this is the most cost-effective way, really, to work out and to be motivated by the group as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, the group's phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really the bonus of all of this. But I mean, if you went to, I used to get personal trainers at the big box gym, and it's $1,000 for 10 sessions.
It's ridiculous.
You're getting 24 workouts a month for $10 from a personal trainer. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when
Huh.
I was on the road, some days I felt like I just wanted to go to bed, right? But then, when I see people chatting online and Facebook posts, and then I take myself to the gym and do a video, and that's the best feeling. Yeah.
I got to be honest. I think the community pushes this name better than any of my videos ever did too. So you guys have been fantastic when it comes to that. So maybe I've taken that for granted. I hope not. You guys always have, even before we went on this platform, people have sent me messages on like, where do I pay? Where do I pay? And I didn't know what to answer to that because we didn't really have that platform established, and people are going to have a hard time believing this, but originally when Rich and I were working on what we were doing, everything was going to the website anyway. The beginner was supposed to be on the website. It just wasn't ready at the time. So we're like, well, let's just put it on YouTube. So we that was kind of our way of like giving it for free for a while. So. Any other questions?
Everyone seems to be very supportive of our explanation, so
Okay.
I think we're good.
No Me Too movement coming after me on the pep. I've never punched Paprika ever, and I'm not that stupid.
I've punched you so many times.
Yeah.
Bob did
She's
punch
punched
you
me a few
before,
times
right?
too.
Did Bob punch me? Oh,
No,
not on the
No,
phone,
he was
but,
like joking around. Yeah,
remember what
he was
happened.
he was
You
sparring.
gave him a beat down. Yeah.
Generally, I deserved it when she hit me. But
You like slapped me in the butt or something. And then
Once I did.
That's also a Me Too thing, no?
Never did that again.
Yeah. There's some truth to that. I mean, I just.
Oh, I did a finger.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, this
The
is
dream was
sounding bad on
insane.
audio. Never mind. That's all scratched out. Let's rewind.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anytime Paprika punches us, we probably deserve it. It just doesn't really hurt.
If I didn't already have a busted knuckle right now,
Knuckle.
I did. I think I
It's
broke-
not funny,
I
actually.
really do think my knuckle is broken. So today's workout, I don't know. I can't really.
That's what she gets for punching me.
Look, what do you think?
It's broken. And you still did the workout. You need to get that looked at. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's the bone actually.
It's all.
Yeah.
Kate, laugh. Kate wrote something hilarious, but I can't say it.
Oh, come on.
Kate did say something about your design shirt. Figure it out. That's on our website too. The shirt. Let me see.
This
Oh,
one?
yeah.
You
That
might
was
have
still
to
there.
scroll down a bit now because it's one of the older ones, but it is out there.
This one. Oh yeah, yeah. I love
It's
this
just
one.
the fist through the wall.
through the bricks.
I'm remaking that one. I'm trying to make it the fist a little bit more distinct. I think it blends in with the brick a little too much.
Yeah, I agree.
But we are redoing this one.
And, Anna, we're gonna look at the dry fit shirts or what?
Yes.
what
Oh.
Rich just told me about that, Anna. So I appreciate it. Anna and Jesse. Was it Jesse that
Yes.
brought that up too? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make sure there's one of those out there for you guys and
Yeah.
let you know when it's ready. I don't think we have dry fit right now.
We don't have a dry fit up there. We have that as an option, but I don't know if I picked one. I will say when we're working on the design, we're going to put it up there, see if you guys like it first, and then we'll put it out there.
Okay.
And then we can all buy one.
A lot of laugh out loud. So.
Good, thank goodness Me Too movement isn't really taken out of context in my
Is that
The women's movement.
the women's movement.
There's so many movements today.
Against sexual
I mean,
assault.
I had a movement this morning too, but
No, talking about.
Oh my God, a BM.
Oh my
Please.
God.
there are a lot of movements out there though. Keep track of it.
I was totally taken out of context in my dream, but
Whoa, that happens to you a lot.
yeah. We got any more comments, Rich? I think we're good to
There's a
go.
lot of smiley green hearts and.
Awesome. I
laughing.
love you guys. I'm treating everyone out to breakfast.
I am starving.
So
right now.
$3.99 is the budget. So whatever you get for free.
Good to
Oh, you can eat
Coffee
pancakes at
and
night.
toast.
Absolutely. But we're gonna take off. It's great to have you back.
Yes,
it
yes.
is.
Good to be
you.
back.
Any words you see, this is one of the reasons we $20, I got to get another one. I don't know what happened with the threads on it. All right, there we go. Go ahead, make your statements.
Oh,
She's got a statement she wants to
no,
make.
I just said I'm happy to be back.
And I said I missed you. And
Yeah, thanks guys. Time for breakfast.
Our talent agent didn't send us anyone to replace you, which was just terrible.
Feel so comforted.
Yeah.
Nobody can replace you.
Nobody can. No, you're right. Is there anything you want to say?
No. Let's go get coffee.
Yes. Let's get some coffee and some breakfast, and we're gonna have some fun. It's great. It's been a long week. I gotta say, my favorite workout was yesterday's, because if you have not watched it, and I didn't get a chance to go back and look at it, but I know what I was thinking, so I'm gonna be very honest and tell you what I was thinking. She thought I would after. after the video shut off on the Q&A, and she's like, I thought you were pushing. I was like, I was trying to keep up with you. It was weird how there was like that push and pull.
We both thought we were pushing the
Good thing I was not there.
Oh my. That is the truth. And I enjoyed it as a result. So we'll have
I'm
more.
sore today, so I know
Yeah,
that I really
you
did
pushed
go
it.
hard.
Paprika is one fast little lady.
She is a lightning bolt. Yeah, I knew she would be, and that's why I said, "Hey, do your thing. I'll stand in the
That's all
back."
you had to say.
Yeah, that's all I had to say, and she destroyed it.
I know exactly. Yeah.
In my dream, I was getting beat up by a bunch of girls.
Yeah. That's what you get.
I deserved
That's
it.
what my workout did to you.
Oh my God.
I mean, I get it though. Like, yeah, even in my dream, I was changing evolution because like there was like this stipulation that men are different and we're the embarrassing side, which there's a lot of truth to this. I can understand why somebody would look at a man and see an orangutan and then look back at a guy and like, yeah, I can see the relation between that and look at that.
Speak for yourself.
Look at that. But look at the guy scratching his butt, picking his nose. Yeah, I can see that. And then you have the women who are like, they're compared to like some sort of mythical creature, like
We're so much more evolved.
the unicorn or a swan. Yeah. So evolution, we might separate the two. Obviously, they're not for either gender, but I'm sorry. I know I separated 2 genders and not 10, but that's just the way.
I'm going to start my own movement to prevent that from happening.
The swan version, and there's going to be the orangutan version from the next evolution coming up.
I know which version I want to be in.
They're both fun. The other one's just sexier. Thanks for watching. I was remembering. Thank you for all your support for this entire month. Looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys next month. And as we continue to grow, that we continue to get better programs involved and new toys to make it an even better experience. I have nothing else I want to add. Any other questions that are just hanging out there?
No, Teresa, I was saying, sure,
Redheaded Relentless Warrior.
Redheaded Warrior. She noticed that you were trying to keep up with Paprika yesterday. I watched you eyeballing her.
Thank you.
Warns that you better stop while you're ahead.
I think I was behind.
That's the truest statement it's ever said. This was a fun week. Okay, that's it.
All right, guys. Always remember to healthy, train hard, most especially have fun. I'm Relentless Jake.
Professor?
Paprika.
You remember to stay focused, stay dedicated. We'll see your beautiful faces next week. Thanks for joining in, and we're out again. Bye.